Want to experience the thrill of cinematic audio without breaking the bank? In this video, we're diving deep into the world of surround sound to uncover the top 5 best affordable systems of 2025. We'll compare features like sound quality, ease of setup, and value to help you find the perfect system to elevate your movie nights, gaming sessions, and music listening. Number 5. Sonos Beam Gen 2. Delivering Dolby Atmos from a small chassis is no mean feat, yet the Sonos Beam Gen 2 achieves a convincing, immersive performance without so much as a vertical speaker in sight. Instead, when watching Atmos content, 2 of the soundbar's 5 front-facing arrays are dedicated to reproducing overhead and surround sounds. The soundbar then deploys its significant processing power to give the impression of height using psychoacoustic HRTF, head-related transfer function, technology. While genuine overhead sounds are perhaps a stretch too far for this petite performer, its virtual delivery of the Atmos format outstrips any similarly priced soundbar and even a few that are more expensive. All told, the Beam Gen 2 delivers a spacious, enveloping soundscape that is full of detail and features three-dimensional effects with tangible motion. Want an even more impressive soundstage? You can add 2 1SL rear speakers, £358/$358/538 Australian dollars, and a sub, £699/$699/999 Australian dollars, for a more traditional surround setup. Not that many soundbars at this price point come with networking capabilities, but this being a Sonos product, the Beam Gen 2's ability to integrate into a wireless multi-room system is fundamental to its design. This means you can stream to the Beam Gen 2 from a handheld device using Apple AirPlay 2, and Spotify Connect is built in too. It also supports Amazon Music Ultra HD audio, which gives you access to lossless 24-bit/48 kHz tracks as well as Dolby Atmos music. Despite the lack of upward drivers, if space and budget are limited, there isn't a better Dolby Atmos soundbar that we'd recommend. Number 4. Sony HTA9. Sony's HTA9 wireless home theater system encourages users to position its speakers arbitrarily, promising an even, uniform and immersive sound field regardless of the symmetry of your setup. How does it achieve this wizardry? The HTA9 supports Sony's 360 spatial sound mapping, which calibrates your room's height, size and combines it with speaker distance and relative location. The aim is to create an Atmos-like dome of sound from 12 phantom speakers notionally placed around that audio bubble. Talk of phantom channels and sound bubbles often elicits a raised eyebrow from the likes of us. There's no denying the effectiveness of the HTA9's delivery. It makes for a refined precision and texture that is more immersive than any soundbar package we've tried. No matter how haphazard our speaker positions, the sound design never feels off-kilter or detracts from the action on screen, and that makes the HTA9 an excellent choice for people not prepared to sacrifice their furniture arrangement at the altar of surround sound. If you want more punch, you can add a choice of 2 optional subwoofers, the 300W SA/SW5 priced at £699/$700/899 Australian dollars, and the 200W SA/SW3 costing £449/$400/599 Australian dollars. It might not have the same fidelity and transparency we would expect from a traditional speaker package, but it's an excellent compromise between performance and practicality. This is a system that we expect to appeal to many. It's worth mentioning that Sony has released the sequel to this system, though we found the HTA9 to be the better option of the two. The Bravia Theater Quad package is still an excellent system, though it loses a star for being notably more expensive than the HTA9 and lacking in low-end weight, to the extent that we felt the optional subwoofer is more of a necessity, therefore making the system even more expensive. Number 3. Wharfdale Diamond 12.1 Home Cinema Pack. With poise, effortlessness, cut-glass diction and charisma, the Wharfdale Diamond 12.1 HCP is essentially the Audrey Hepburn of home theater speaker packages. The package is made up of a quartet of the excellent, Mid-size Diamond 12.1 bookshelf speakers for fronts and surrounds with the 12.C in the middle and the SW10 powered subwoofer supplying the bass. The SW10 sub is in some ways the star of the show, taut and dexterous, it's exceptionally musical and blends seamlessly with the system speakers, thanks in no small part to they themselves having an impressive low end. The result is a rich and lively sound. The SW10 delivers rich bass, but it never overpowers the mid-range or treble. And, as a whole, the system sounds mature, impactful, agile and detailed. The Diamond 12.1 system is an excellent choice for both music and film, and its combination of cinematic scale, relatively small physical dimensions and affordable price make it ideal for people who might otherwise not have considered a proper home cinema setup. For an appropriate AVR, we'd suggest trying the Denon AVR X2800H. If we had to use one word to describe the sound of this receiver, it would be confident. The AVR X2700H doesn't try too hard to impress, as a nervously underpowered budget amp might. It's an easy and effective listen. No matter how hectic the action becomes, this Denon never misses a beat. It passes the laser blasts from speaker to speaker in a wonderfully coherent manner and, no matter the scene, creates a genuine sense of place. Number 2. Samsung HW-Q990D. If a full AVR and speaker system doesn't work for you, then fret not, as Samsung's impressive soundbar system delivers excellent cinematic surround sound without the need to trail cables around your living room. We called the HW-Q990D a complete Dolby Atmos sound system in a box, thanks to its plug-and-play nature and sensational audio quality, which means it's rightfully earned itself a spot on this list amongst the fully fledged systems from the likes of Wharfdale and Bowers and Wilkins. This system is comprised of a Dolby Atmos soundbar, 2 wireless satellite surround speakers, complete with upward-firing Dolby Atmos speakers, and a wireless subwoofer. Setting up this system is a breeze thanks to the fact you only need a power cable for each component, and an HDMI for the soundbar, of course, and Samsung's intelligent SpaceFit automatic calibration system is constantly running to best adapt the sound to your room and speaker placement. Speaking of sound, Samsung has improved upon this system's already admirable predecessor, with a spacious yet controlled sound that's packed with detail and excellent vocal clarity. The HW-Q990D is a dab hand at replicating spatial audio, with height and placement of sounds given a great amount of attention from the bar and surrounds alike. There is also an excellent sense of cohesion between the components of this system, with the soundbar and surrounds blending together in an organic fashion to create a consistent bubble of sound. The dedicated subwoofer also plays a key role in providing a hearty amount of low end, and while we have heard better soundbar subs before, the Samsung does an admirable job of providing bass to boost tension and add weight to tricky scores such as that of Blade Runner 2049's Chapter 2 sequence. Number 1. Bowers & Wilkins 606 and 607S3. It is an indisputable fact that the best way to achieve the most convincing surround sound experience is by placing individual speakers all around your room. Usually that would consist of a ready-made home cinema pack, HCP, put together by the manufacturer, but there's nothing to stop you creating your own as long as you include all the necessary components. B&W doesn't sell this particular setup as a bundle but multiple retailers do. It consists of a pair of 606S3 speakers for the left and right channels, a couple of 607S3 speakers for the surrounds, an HTM6S3 for the center channel, and a ASW610 subwoofer, but don't forget you'll also need stands for the front and surround speakers. Why this exact combination? Because all of the components are compact and well crafted, and collectively they deliver a spectacular performance. The sound is brilliantly dynamic and energetic, but also detailed and insightful, with excellent warmth and richness to the vocals. It can't match the sonic scale of physically larger packages, but it's still full-bodied and engaging. It shouldn't really come as a surprise that combining these 5-star speakers would be so successful, but it's still impressive just how well this DIY surround sound package works. You will find all the links of these products in the description below. Comment below and tell us which surround sound system you were considering. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with your friends, and if you are new to the channel then subscribe and hit the bell icon for future updates.